How about you?
SUV.
So this is an intro to a live episode. We're recording the intro after we recorded the episode live at City Winery in Philadelphia. And you'll be able to tell right away what a delightful vibe it was from the audience.
Oh my God. Just walking on stage, it was so exciting because you see a room before anyone's in there and you're like, I don't know, I hope this is all right.
Yeah.
And we walked out and it was just great.
Yeah. We did back-to-back, and there'll be a forthcoming episode with that we did in Boston. Equally great audiences. And so just thanks to the trippers who showed out.
Yeah. And a great guest, unexpected guest probably for a lot of our listeners. Someone who used to work for you.
Yes. Her name is Sheila Watko, and she was a photo researcher at Late Night, and she left us to go be the local traffic reporter at NBC 10.
Traffic and Entertainment at NBC 10 in Philadelphia.
And she's a fantastic conversation. I was not surprised at all based on having worked with her. Fascinating Disney adult. She's got some Disney adult, unabashedly, unashamedly Disney adult, and it was great. We did a Q&A. That was a lot of fun. So let's dig into it. But again, thanks to everybody at City Winery. Thanks to everybody who showed up. We had a blast.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Family chips with the Meyers brothers. Family chips with the Meyers brothers. Here we go.
Hey, everybody! Thank you so much.
Oh, man.
This is absolutely fantastic. We are so... This is the first time we're doing a live show.
Yeah.
And we had no idea how it would go, or if people would care about it, or if people wanted to see it. And we just want to thank Philadelphia. It sold out right away. And yeah, we're just so excited to get started. And cheers, Posh, and cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
There we go. We're so happy to be at City Brewery. That's right? What's our beers?
City Winery.
Oh,
yeah.
well, we obviously ordered terribly.
Yeah, we blew it. But I did go Yinling. Feels right.
It's great to be with all of you. And this is the time to come to Philly, like 92 degrees. Who's here? Is there anybody in Philadelphia on vacation right now? Okay, a couple of you. Right. They were like, your travel agent was like, August. You want to go out. Now, I want to say something, though, and I mean this genuinely, Poshy, which is I love a northeastern heat in a city. I was very happy. I walked here from the hotel.
Yeah.
And I was just delighted in the wall of heat. You grew up on the East Coast. You're a trader. You moved to California.
Yeah. Well, I like it drier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You moved. You act like the governor all the time. That's how
Yeah,
much
I
you
do.
love it over there.
I do.
And but were you turned on by this heat today? Were you like, ooh, this is nice?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thrilled to be in Philadelphia, but I at no point was I like, this is nice.
Yeah.
I had like a little gap of time where I was like, where are those rocky stairs at? And it was like, it's a 28-minute walk from where you are. And then I checked the temperature, and it was like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to see those stairs.
If Rocky Balboa had done the running up the stairs in this heat, he would have died.
Yeah.
It would have been Rocky would have been 45 minutes, and then he would have been like, yeah.
Yeah, done deal.
We got to find another fighter. That guy, remember that lefty? He's dead. We also have both been, obviously I live on the East Coast. You've been back on the East Coast. We have both recently visited home.
Yeah.
We visited mom and dad, and how was your visit home?
It was good. I mentioned it on the podcast. I recently went to Comic-Con. I got suckered into going and signing autographs at a table, and people did not want those autographs.
Yes.
I spent a weekend of my life being embarrassed and feeling bad about myself.
Big old stack of headshots.
Big old stack. The guy that sort of suckered me into going, I was like, I don't know, how many headshots do I bring? He's like, to be on the safe side, I'd like print 1,000. I was like, okay. I sold 12. And it's also a weird deal to like sell a headshot to a person who's right in front of you.
Yeah.
Everything about it made me feel bad.
Yeah.
However,
what did it feel like when you were storing 988 headshots?
my wife, Mackenzie, hasn't asked what those boxes are yet, and I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to tell her.
That would be like, you remember in The Shining where she finally sees his manuscript and it's just like all work and no play? Like when she opens it up and she's just going through it, it's just like headshot after headshot.
Yeah. So I was there. It was like a Mad TV rewind thing. And so he was like, well, print up some Mad TV things. And then when you sit at one of these tables, they create a banner that says your name and it has your headshot. And then it had like a picture from That 70s Show and a picture from Red Oaks and a picture from Mad TV and something else. And it's a big banner. And it was sort of evidence of my own shame to have to bring it home.
Yeah.
But then in our basement in New Hampshire, Seth's done a lot of stuff, and he's done a lot of shows, and sometimes those shows have posters involved that they might put outside of a theater, and the walls are peppered with pictures of Seth.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
And I'm represented, but I'm sort of blown out of the water by you, but I have this big thing, and I was like, oh, I'll bring it home to mom and dad, and I'll start to take back the basement.
Yeah, good idea. So you have a big banner.
Big banner, and I show it to Dad, and he's like, oh, yeah, you can hang that in the basement if you want. And I was like, well, Seth has all these things up, and he's like, yeah, but I don't look at those either.
Okay.
And so,
Well, how did this end up being a burn on me?
I don't know, it's a burn on both of us.
And then even worse, Dad was like, also, I have these 12 headshots of you I don't need.
Yeah.
If you're trying to complete a set. We were remarking to each other because we only briefly overlap, but during the day we were not home. We did not share a night at home.
Correct.
Mom and Dad have a screened-in porch, which is where they spend 95% of their time.
As long as it's not too cold, that's where they
they're out
live.
there. And it just dawned on me, like, it's a great shame to you and I how shitty their TV is.
It's bad.
Like, we've let them down.
I mean, I have ordered them a new television,
Yeah.
but it is laughable.
Yeah.
It's like I had to measure it because I was getting them a new TV and I wanted to know how big this one is, and a single ruler would do the trick.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, is this a 40-inch? And it's like, well, this ruler pretty much does it. And
They
it's
got
like,
it at Worst Buy.
and it sits in the corner of a screened-in porch, which is open to the elements, so it's always getting rained on, and it's like dusty and.
The one thing, I think one of the reasons they keep it is, they've had it for a long time, and they, obviously the remote, they have no idea how it works.
They have two remotes. They have to change the TV input.
Yeah.
They lose the remotes. It's
They try to, when Dad tries to fast forward, it like goes like 3 days into the future. By the time he stops, like, it's literally, if he starts fast forwarding like a Godfather, by the time he stops, it's Godfather 3. He's like jumped ahead 2 movies.
Yeah.
The other takeaway that I had when I was home is how nerve-wracking it is to pull out of our driveway with their dog Albert.
He's a thing.
So maybe for listeners of the podcast, you might know this. My parents have an Old English sheepdog. His name is Albert. This is their 6th Old English sheepdog. They've all been named Albert. This is because my dad believes in his bones that all sheepdogs are named Albert, and only he's smart enough to know that.
Yep.
If he sees another sheepdog and somebody tells him what name it is, he gets close and whispers Albert in their ear. Mm-hmm. And they have herding instincts. Like, Albert basically doesn't like, even when we were kids, because the first Albert, I think we were like 7 and 5 when they got Albert 1.
Yeah.
And it was the funniest thing, because if you went to different parts of the house, Albert would just like walk. He would just like do, like, it was like a cop walking the beat. He would just walk in your room, look at you, walk into another room, look at you. Like, he was only happy when everybody was in the same room.
Yeah. He was like one of those guys that checks off in the bathroom, like, clean this room.
Yep.
Clean this room.
Every time we washed our hands, he would check it.
Yeah.
But this is, when you pull out, and obviously our parents are now very used to this, he doesn't like the car to leave. And so he acts as though it is a sheep trying to make a run for it into the Pyrenees or whatever.
Yeah.
And this is my impression. You pretend like you're driving the car, and I'm going to be Albert.
Okay. In the rear view camera,
Yeah.
he's a blur. He keeps coming. You're in reverse, and you keep seeing him buzz by. It's so disconcerting. You
Yeah.
really don't want to kill the dog.
You really don't want to kill the dog.
Yeah.
But, you do take solace in knowing they would just immediately replace it with another one.
Right.
Josh, when the last Albert, rest in peace, passed away, because, Albert is a giant dog that, like, pulls on a leash.
Yeah.
When you walk him. And Josh wisely, our parents live on the top of a hill in a part of the country that gets icy and cold. And you were worried about mom's well-being with the dog just like pulling her basically on skates down the hill.
Yeah.
And you did a lot of research into smaller dogs
Yeah.
that were a better fit for old people.
Yeah. I've had smaller dogs. They're great. They're great.
By the time you finished putting together your document, there was another Albert.
Yeah.
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 Like that's how little they considered waiting for you to like fill them in.
Yeah. No, they're set in their ways.
They're very set in their ways. I was going to ask, because I was thinking about Dad, who's seen The Odyssey? Make some noise if you've seen The Odyssey. You haven't seen it yet.
I have not.
There's a lot of think pieces about The Odyssey. It's a wonderful film. I highly recommend it. But, and again, I don't feel like you can spoil The Odyssey.
No, it's been a book. Good book.
It's a good book. It's a good book. But basically the whole problem with the Odyssey, as far as Odysseus and his men are concerned, is like the war ends, and he's like Dad. He's like, I think I know a better way to go home. Literally the entirety of he's the asshole the whole time. I know it's like Matt Damon, you're rooting for him, but you're like, this asshole should have just followed the other boats.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I got a better way to go. I'm good. So it's real dad vibes.
And it's a real family trip movie.
It is a real family trip movie.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Our dad, Larry Larisius, what would you call him?
I think that works.
Larisius?
Yeah.
Larisius is like Odysseus, except he, instead of like getting mad at like Cyclopses, he gets mad at like inanimate objects. Also, I was with my kids this weekend, and I wanted to talk to you about your nephews and your niece, but obviously, boys, 10 and 8. I got a little girl who's 4. And I have a problem, and I'm apologizing in advance because I am going to use some profanity here. My 10-year-old he curses all the time, and it's a problem. We're really worried about it. Now, we have not heard that it's something he does at school, but like other parents who like see him like socially are like, whoa.
Yeah.
And the real issue, though, is he is great at it.
Oh.
Like he curses like a Boston sports fan or like a Philly sports fan. I'm sure I don't know you as well, but yes.
But you curse.
You curse.
Yeah.
But like I feel like there's that way that kids curse where they're like, you're an ass or like penis head, and it's just like kids. His cursing is so adult, and we were my father-in-law has a boat, and he was pulling the 10-year-old, Ash, my oldest, and Addie, the 4-year-old, the girl. And they were in an inner tube behind and pulling, and Addie was crying. And we were actually not even paying that much attention to them because we were just pulling them behind the boat. We were going fast. We were like going from one place to another.
Right.
So we're
And
just
it's
sort of
nice to
dragging.
have a break.
It's nice to have a break. But Addie is screaming. Addie is screaming, and then all of a sudden, we just hear Ash go, "Hey, stop the boat!" And we stopped the boat. And he goes, "I'm not riding with this asshole anymore. She scratched my fucking back." And it was so good. It's like Bill Burr.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the problem was it was so good. And then we have the 8-year-old is on the boat with us. Because, of course, it's that moment where it's so good that you want to laugh. And the 8-year-old almost knows. So he hears it, and then he's got these big glasses that just like his eyes are so magnified. And so he hears it, and then he just immediately looks at us like. Because like even the wrinkle of a smile, he is just going to be just over the moon.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good at cursing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dad's good at cursing.
He is.
Yeah.
He always said it's overused. You need to do it well.
Yeah.
And it's good that your kids are doing it well. Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, well done.
Well done, Dad.
And, I mean, we're really hopeful. Oh, the other thing is we did a road race. I went, it was a 5K.
Yeah.
And the 10-year-old wanted to do it. And we're really happy that he did it. He did it with a friend. And, bad. He did bad.
He's 10.
He's never
but yeah.
run. I think he was like really excited. I don't think he realized like that 3.1 miles is a lot of time to run.
Right, sure.
But then the 8-year-old also wanted to do it. And we were like, oh, because you don't want to tell your kid, like, you can't.
Right.
Like, you're not good enough to do it.
Yeah. That's good parenting.
Yeah,
That is
but we
good
were like,
parenting,
you
but-
should do it. Great,
Yeah.
you should do it. And I love him so much. I think out of 1,731 runners, he finished 1,730th. Now again, he's 8.
Yeah.
I think he might have stopped for like multiple. Yeah, I think he might have like stopped at the water table for a good long time.
Do you think he wants to know who 1731 is so we can go rub it in?
Oh yeah, knowing him, he probably would. Yeah, he probably waited at the finish line. It was like, eat my dust. So one other thing is we're gonna bring out our guest real quick. We're also when we finish with that, we are gonna open it up if anybody has any questions. We're gonna have somebody come around with a microphone. We'd love to hear anything you have to ask. Also, maybe you'll say, I don't have a question, but I have a family trip story. We'd love to hear that too. So we kind of leave it up to you if you want to start thinking about that.
And quick caveat, like if you have a good family trip story.
Yeah.
If you have a good story and you can keep it kind of tight, think like 90 seconds, 2 minutes, and
If you've been on a trip, that's not enough.
right, yeah,
I think the expectation is that we kind of
like
all have.
yeah, we want those stories that are like, oh, we talk about this story years later because
This
it was
is
so
lore.
good. Right.
This is lore. Yes, there was somebody actually during the road race for real. Somebody ran next to me and he was like running with me and he goes, "Hey, my wife called in a family trip to a listener episode," and I'm just like, "Not now."
He didn't medal. He medaled in his
I did technically medal. I finished top 5.
Top five.
Top 5 in my age group.
Right.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I was saying that I've learned the trick to finally having athletic success is just wait for the herd to thin. Just get old. Just get older. It turns out a lot of guys my age just don't want to run.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I win. Hey, we're going to take a quick break and hear from some of our sponsors. This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack, hydration, and coffee sponsor. IQ Bar protein bars, IQ Mix hydration mixes, and IQ Joe mushroom coffees. The delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel you need to win your day. Hey, Baji!
Hey, Sufi.
I was running a little late today. I had to text you that I was running a little late. And you know why I was running a little late?
What's up?
Because I was running. And I would have made it just in time, but I was going to be just dragging, so dehydrated after a run. And I was like, you know what? Poshy knows me. Poshy loves me. Poshy wants the best of me. Let me just do a little IQ mix. Just a little hydration so that I show up for the pod in fine fettle.
Yeah, that'll put you right for sure. And also, sometimes I am on the go. I got to run down to the car. I got to get out. I got to get to some appointment, and that's when I love to just grab an IQ bar because if I'm hungry and I'm going somewhere, I'm gonna be cranky. But with an IQ bar, not only do I feel full, but I feel like I've done something good for my body.
And if you're thinking about dipping your toe in the water, the Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. 9 IQ Bars, 8 IQ Mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. And right now, IQ Bar is offering our special podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the Ultimate Sampler Pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text TRIPS to 64,000. Text TRIPS to 64,000. That's TRIPS to 64,000. That's 64000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details. Support comes from Hero Bread. Hey, Baji.
Hey, Sufi.
Bread. Love it. Look, I'm not going to lie. I love some bread. And as I grew into adulthood, I heard some bad news about bread.
Yeah.
Not great.
I mean, you were pretty anti-bread for a little while there, but companies like Hero Bread can bring you back around to that sort of lifestyle that you used to love so much.
Look, I always loved eating bread. I just didn't like, the negative side effects of bread.
Right.
But what I'm happy about with Hero Bread is its texture. Because oftentimes when you get the healthier option, the first thing to go, Posh, texture.
Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
is fantastic. Fluffier, far fluffier than I expected from a bread that touts their health benefits.
Yeah, this bread supports your fiber goals. They have meals to fit your macros. You can easily swap to make meal planning simpler. It's good.
Also, Hero Bread makes not just your normal sliced bread. You got buns. That's helpful for cookout season, tortillas, bagels. And now, Posh, I'm very excited to try Hero Noodles. 32 grams of fiber, 12 grams of protein, just 80 calories per serving. They also have scones. And
They got scones. They got lemon poppy seed scones, and don't sleep on their pain au chocolat.
pain au chocolat.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
fantastic
chocolate
news.
croissant.
Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order. Go to hero.co and use code TRIPS at checkout. That's code TRIPS at hero.co.
Here we go.
All right, so we're very excited. We have a local joining us here. She used to work at my show at late night. She was a photo researcher, and now she works for NBC 10. She left our show to come work for her local news station to be a traffic reporter and to also be an entertainment reporter. And she's one of our favorite people. Please welcome Sheila Watko, everybody.
Chips with Meyers brothers. Family chips with Meyers.
The big couch.
Kick back.
Oh, I had a plan in my head. I was going to sing along with the theme song, and I got too excited.
That's okay. This
Now,
is
for
yours.
anybody who doesn't believe that Sheila is actually from Philly, we're going to let her talk for a second.
Did you guys get your water backstage?
We did,
Okay,
we
good.
did. Thank you.
So, Sheila, what part of Philly are you from?
I'm fake. I'm from Glenside. So it's Montgomery County.
Okay, doesn't seem like it's that face.
G-side, let's go. Okay. So I'm like a suburban girl.
Okay, you're a suburban girl, and you grew up in the Philly area.
Yes.
And you have two siblings.
2 siblings. I'm the oldest of 3 girls.
Okay.
Yes. Celine is here tonight, I believe. She's the middle sister. The youngest one is, there she is. The youngest is Grace. So Sheila, Celine, and Grace is in California right now for a wedding.
Okay, gotcha.
Loved growing up with 2 sisters.
And was Philly a place you would come? Would you come visit Philly from where you grew up?
Glenside.
Yes, but it was a very special occasion. So now I live in Center City, but when I first moved here, I was almost 29 years old. And really, we would come down to see a show twice a year and get dinner and go back home. Or maybe come down my mom was big on Christmas cards. So art museum steps, we'd run up the steps like Rocky and it would say I hope your Christmas rocks or something.
Oh,
That
you would
works.
come in, you would take your own.
And then
Who
go-
would take the photo if your whole family had to be in it?
My mom, she would not appear in it. She would make us do a whole photo shoot. And we dreaded that day every year.
Okay, so your dad wasn't in either. It was like a kid's photo shoot.
It was a kid's photo shoot.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Now they've added themselves in.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yes.
Were you dressed in a way that you were happy about in those
You
Christmas
know,
cards?
yeah,
Okay.
a lot of Gap kids. That was
Yeah.
big in the Watko household. I feel like usually matching or a T-shirt in different colors but the same design.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you think your parents lived here because they knew Sheila Watko would be just the most fun thing to say with a Philly accent?
Actually, when I first started at NBC 10, my news director at the time wanted me to change my name.
Really?
And then he said, "What's your middle name?" And I said, "Oh, Irene." And he was like, "Well, think of something." But I argued to keep my name because I'm
he
the only
wanted
one.
you to switch out Sheila?
Sheila Watko. He didn't like Watko or Irene. But I'm the only one on Facebook, so I like to say I'm the only Sheila Watko in the world.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
yeah.
It's such a funny point of view to have that somebody's like, they're not going to want to hear traffic from a Sheila Watko. Wait, and real quick, just for anybody who's wondering, what are your hours being a traffic reporter?
Yes. So we start at 3:30. That's when we have our first meeting. Our
That's
team.
in the-
I
that's
take it
in
on
the morning.
Teams. That's in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I usually work until around 11:30. Sometimes 12. Sometimes earlier. Sometimes I'll work later or earlier. But usually 3:30 to 11:30.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That sounds so fun.
It's not. It's not good.
And I guess the wonderful thing would be at that hour, no traffic.
No traffic. And you
Just
know
get right
what?
into the office.
I actually don't drive. So I'm the traffic reporter, but I don't drive. I don't have a car.
Really?
And one time my old boss said, "Don't ever say that," but
Yeah. Well,
now you guys know.
so you worked at late night, and then you were like, I bet I can go later.
Exactly.
I bet I can go later
exactly.
than this.
And so go, but so real quick, you were working for us. You were a photo researcher at late night, and it was. I just remember when you hear like, oh, Sheila, who works for us. I'm like, of course. They're like, she's leaving to go do traffic back in Philly. It's so funny when somebody leaves to do a job that is so specific.
Yes.
But how did it come about that you did it?
So I was working at late night, and that was Monday through Friday. And on weekends, before I worked at late night for a year and a half, I worked at 95.5 PLJ in New York. It doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
So then I got a job on the weekends at New 102.7. So when I was working for you on the weekends, I would do that just for travel money because we had great vacation time at late night. And that would be my vacation money. And I learned to do traffic on the radio. And I was supposed to be the fill-in for Fox 5 New York. It didn't pan out. They were like, we don't have a green screen. We're not going to make a demo. It was very weird. So I was like, I'm going to take matters in my own hands. And there was a position open on the NBC internal careers website. And I applied like kind of as a joke and then got it. I was like, oh, I don't think I want to move. I love working here, but I did. And
Yeah.
I do miss it. I loved working at late night. It was awesome. The team, all my friends are there. I made so many of my best friends. It's a great team.
Well, we miss you, but we're very happy you're here.
Thank
So,
you, thank
the
you.
Watkos growing up,
Yes.
where did the Watkos go on family vacations?
Great question. So we did
And probably one that you knew was coming.
But,
Some of our
Also
guests
true.
seem surprised by it.
Wow.
Some of our
Yeah.
guests are shocked. And
Yeah.
They're like, oh.
we would do a few. My grandparents, my dad's parents had a shore house, and that's a thing in Philly. You go down the shore. We would do that sometimes, but other than that, our main thing, we're a Disney family.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So
World or land?
So world.
Okay.
World, and we are Disney adults, but the normal kind, the cool kind.
make some noise if you're
Sure.
a normal Disney adult.
Hey.
Make some noise if you're a Disney adult and you know it a little weird. Yeah, you know. You're like, yeah, I'm not trying to be normal. I'm a Disney adult. Okay, but when we've been talked a lot about this in the pod of like my kids, but like, do you remember how old were you the first time you went?
So my dad's he's not in the Navy anymore, but he was in the Navy for 30 years. So we lived in Pensacola briefly, and I believe I was taken a few times as a baby. The first time I remember was first grade.
Okay.
It was first grade, fourth grade, eighth grade, then every other year. Pretty
Gotcha.
much since
Would you
then.
always stay in the same place?
Yes. So there is, this is why we were able to go so often. There's Shades of Green. It's the military hotel. Air 5, my friend. Yes. Oh, she didn't do it. Air 5.
Wait
there
a
we
second.
go.
So you two don't know each other. You just confidently yelled out Shades of Green. So the military has a hookup
On
at
property.
Disney.
On property.
And you get the best discounts. You can get like 5 or 6 days of park hopping tickets for like $300, which at Disney is a very good deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long has Fields of Green existed?
So that's okay. That's
What's
a
it
good
called?
question.
Shades
of Green.
I was just gonna
Oh,
let
I'm
it
sorry.
go. Disney adults.
You're right. Fields of Green is an idiotic name.
That's a really good question. I want to say it's existed in some form since like the 70s. I think it used to be called the Disney Villas, but as a military resort, I think 90s and 2000s.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And so you would go to Shades
Shades
of Green. And so was it a multi-night
Oh, yes.
extravagant? Okay.
Usually a week. And we had so much fun. We loved it so much. The thing about the Shades of Green is one of the perks, it's directly across from one of the deluxe resorts, the Polynesian. Really nice. And you used to be able to walk across the road and use the monorail,
Okay.
which was a really nice park. They have since shut that down, which I think is a slight on the military families, but that's just me.
Yep.
Disney adult, I'm so sorry. But yes, you used to be able to walk across the road. And when we did, you would walk through different room blocks, and they had different names like Tonga, Great Ceremonial House, and you'd walk past the pool. Now, the Shades of Green has 2 pools. They are perfectly lovely, standard. The Polynesian pool, there is a volcano slide. It's 0 entry, so it looks like it's the ocean. And we were like, we want to go to that pool.
What is 0 entry?
0 entry is when it starts like this as it gets deeper, so it's
Oh,
like you're
I
walking
gotcha.
into the ocean.
Yep, yeah, got it,
And
got
they
it.
had sand on the floor.
Oh my
Great.
gosh.
So my dad was like, well, we could pool hop.
Right.
Now, something about the Watko girls, we are goody two-shoe nerd rule followers.
Yes.
Because our mother is a goody two-shoe nerd rule follower as well. So she was horrified. She said, you can't pool hop. That's against the rules. That's terrible. It's impossible. And then my dad got more excited. And we were like, this is the coolest thing ever. Our dad's going to let us pool hop. It's not that big a deal. But we thought, this was 2006. We thought it was like groundbreaking. My mom's like, you can't. She was trying to convince us not to. And she was like, well, what if they ask what room you're staying in? Without a beat, my dad goes, Tonga 26C.
Great.
And we're like, we don't even know if that's the format. It's usually not 2 digits. It's usually not a letter.
I think that's like how they did the phone board on Mad Men. It's like, hello, Tonga 26B.
She was horrified. So my dad said, okay, well, it actually follows the rules of the reasonable man theory. And we're like, what is this? He made it up. And he said, there's 3 postulates to the reasonable man theory. First of all, if it's not hurting anyone, it's probably okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
If it's not inconvenience anyone, it's probably okay.
Yeah.
And 3, there's always usually a way around the rules. And with that convinced us.
I love how unreasonable the reasonable man theory is.
It's very, very debatable.
You
very
feel like the
questionable.
reasonable man theory should end with everybody here going like, and instead you're like, whoa, what?
Even more questions. And we did it. We pool hopped. It was awesome. Our mom did not. She stayed at the Shades of Green pool and read her book. But in the years since, we pool hopped every time since then.
What's the moment like when you walk in? Is there like you just walk by lounge chairs and you throw towels down and you just get in the pool and it's
So
like
you wear
disappear?
your clothes over your bathing suit so no one knows what you're up to when you're walking across that street into the other property. And you walk right in, you claim a chair, you just act like you own the place.
Yeah.
That's probably also part of the reasonable man. And then we would get a drink, they have these non-alcoholic pina coladas for kids. We would get those.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. And my mom does join us now, but she stresses out every time.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Every single time. And
Wait, this is an active crime?
oh, yes.
This isn't something you retired years ago? You're just going to admit it on a podcast?
I will say, too, the youngest one in our family is 29 and a half, and we are still loving this and get a
Yeah.
thrill.
Also that you're still saying 29 and a half.
29 and a half.
That's the reasonable woman theory.
Yeah.
You round down.
Yeah.
I like that, Seth. I like that.
I like to think of your mom just being so nervous at the Shades of Green Hotel without her family sitting reading a book, and anytime somebody walking by, her just yelling out a cover story nobody asked for. And
Yes.
just being like, I don't know where they are. I think the park. Like,
We
what's up?
also make her sneak into movies. I'm 36. I don't need to be sneaking into a movie for $13. But we make her, and she can't. She says, "Oh, good morning to everyone." We're like, "Mom, you got to play it cool." But she's not. She doesn't like to play it cool.
What is it? She says good morning to people in a movie theater?
Someone over working at the popcorn stand. Good morning. We're like, "Mom."
Oh, just be
I
friendly.
just want because I feel like you don't know. Like it sounds like your mom's like the only
She's the reasonable.
just like the only real member of society in your family. Like I mean, it's all like at some point somebody's got to follow norms.
And then, so my sisters and I all ended up also working in Disney. And I would, on my days off, pool hop. And they've made it harder. Now, in theory, you can't pool hop. That's
Yeah.
all I'll say. There's only one resort you literally can't because they check your IDs at the gate.
Gotcha.
That's the beach club.
Gotcha. All right.
So wait, did you say your sister worked at Disney?
They
All
all
three
did.
of us did.
Oh,
Yes.
Where
yes.
did you work?
So I worked on the Jungle Cruise. I was Skipper Sheila.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Great
That seems
job.
like a really good job for you.
It was a great job for me. It
Yeah.
was so one time someone came up and they were like, you really should work on SNL. And I was like, thank you. It's a script. I didn't write it. And I was just like, oh my God, thank you so much. And it gave me such a high, but I didn't write any of those jokes.
But the Jungle Cruise is a very tightly scripted.
Yes.
And it is there are comedic moments.
Yes, it's a 10-minute cruise through four fake jungles, and there's fake animals. A lot of people get upset. They're like, these are plastic. And I'm like, yes, for the next 10 minutes. And I'm so sorry you waited in that line. Yes.
We couldn't get a real toucan to do what we wanted it to do on cue.
Exactly. We had to build them.
So can I just ask a question? So how many Jungle Cruises would you do in a given day?
Yes. Okay, my record was 32.
Whoa.
And that was in a 16-hour shift. We were paid minimum wage, which in 2012 was like $7 in Florida. And they would just be like, can we extend you? And I would be like, okay. And they have extra magic hours, so you're there till 2 a.m. And the fun thing is later in the night, it's mostly just adults. So on my break, I could ride someone else's cruise if I had time to change. And some of them get bold and they would make it like Jungle After Dark.
Oh.
I didn't. I'm a goody two-shoe rule follower.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking to that script.
But would you ever ad lib? Would you would go off script?
I had
to a
2
degree.
jokes I was really proud of. So
Could you tell them?
In 2012, remember there was like the meme, it was like gingers don't have souls. I'm so sorry to any redheads. But that was very funny to millennials. I was 22 years old at the time. And there's a scene where you go past 2 alligators and you say, oh, wave hi to old Smiley. That's his girlfriend, Ginger. Watch out, Ginger snaps. She's a real tough cookie. Sorry, I'm just milking it. You say that every time, every 10 minutes. But I would add, oh, also, Ginger doesn't have a soul. And millennials loved it.
Great.
As comedians, you're probably like, oh, God. But as millennials, they loved it. Yeah. And then also, Hunger Games movies were out at the time. And when the fireworks went off, this didn't always happen. It didn't line up with your cruise. But if you were in the jungle and you couldn't see the fireworks and they were going off, I would be like, oh, my God, the poor tributes. Because it sounded like the cannons. Thank you. I was really proud of that one. Everything else, I was very on the script.
Were you ever, doing it 32 times in a day, was that pushing you towards the cusp of a mental breakdown?
Yes. There was a point in the ride where you get to this elephant pool. It's towards the end. And very often, I would just, and you're in the temple and you come out, and in the temple, you're allowed to not talk for like 60 seconds. And then I would come out and just be like, if you look over there, there's the elephant. His name is Donald Trump. And like, yeah. It was 2012. It was 2012.
Yeah.
Simpler time. That was one of the scripted jokes. But I would just be like, 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah.
But it was overall, looking back, a fun experience.
So a fun experience. Was that a ride, Jungle Cruise, which I'm sure I did once in my life? I think that's the appropriate amount of time to do it. I don't really have a memory of it, but did you feel like, was that a ride that people were ultimately happy to be on? Do you think that that was a fun one?
That's a very good question because Disney fans love it. People who don't know what it is do not. And I'd say more often than not, I am playing to a boat of you fit 35 to 40 people on the boat if you load it properly. I was good at loading it. And usually everyone's just like, and maybe one person's giving a really nice pity laugh.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you get old skippers who would whisper the joke's punchline before you get to it, and that was really irritating.
Oh my God.
Now when I ride it, I'm like, I know the feeling.
Yeah. Do you think when someone is giving a Jungle Cruise and someone's reacting like that, they just know they're like, oh, they used to have this job? The only people that react like this used to have this job.
They know what it's like. They feel the pain.
I brought my son on a duck boat ride. Anybody done the Boston duck boat ever? Really fun. And there was just like an old salt Boston guy with like a Boston accent. His comedy was he was wearing a Boston Bruins jersey, and he's introduced himself as Bobby Orr, but the back of his jersey was spelled O-A-R.
Kids love that joke.
Kids love that. They love wordplay.
Kids love just Bobby Orr stuff.
They just love Bobby Orr stuff. Right, that's the thing. Like, no point of context to Bobby Orr. Then he, like, literally look at my 10-year-old. He's like, you know the famous picture of Bobby Orr? My son's like, I have no idea what anything. But the best thing in that ride, because I feel like, it was less... I think he had his scripted jokes. I do not think his script was, like, all the duck boat jokes, which is... I remember that thing where, like... there was a guy in the boat who said, anybody here from Boston? And a guy said, I went to Harvard. And then the rest of the boat ride, he called that guy Harvard. And before everything, he's like, now in 1787, why don't you tell us what happened to you, Harvard? And it was just the best comedy. And I was like, oh, there's this great thing in Boston where, like, if your last name's Sullivan, your nickname's like Sully. And if you went to Harvard, your nickname's Harvard.
Yeah.
Like, just like across the board.
There's one of our favorite amusement parks is in the south of Holland called the Efteling. And there is like this lazy boat ride. And there is something nice about, in a day of going on sort of thrill rides, just taking a break and getting on a boat and just being pulled around.
But that, I will say, and this is where I have empathy for you, like that boat ride, you don't have to like watch a performance.
You're just being pulled around.
Yeah.
But it's lovely.
I sometimes just get stressed out when I feel like I have to watch performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after 32 times in a day, you're probably pretty good at it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I would imagine. So, and what did your sisters do at Disney?
So Celine was friends with some characters.
Okay.
You know what that means?
Is that
Yeah.
like you're like, hey, we got to get you out of here?
Yeah, like
No, I think it means that, like, for
Well,
example,
hold on.
Goofy.
Is there an age limit in the room?
Um,
Okay,
21,
I just
yeah.
don't like to ruin it for kids.
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm very. You can't ruin the magic.
All right. The kids will listen, and you'll ruin it for
So
them.
that
but
means,
that's
so
okay.
basically, they're friends with Goofy because
Yes.
Goofy is Goofy.
I see.
Goofy
I
is
see.
Goofy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Celine was Celine, but she was friends with Doc McStuffins, and she was friends with Mike Wazowski and the Chipmunks and Jake the Pirate.
Great.
Jesse.
And how did her friends ever tell her how hot their heads got?
Yes, yes. However, if you're friends with a character, you also get a really good break schedule. It's like 30 on, 30 off, where I would get a 15-minute break in a 8-hour shift, and my break room was outside.
Got it.
You don't have to feel that bad for them.
Gotcha.
They have
Got
a
it.
nice little room where they can stretch. It
But
looks
would
like a
you have
dance studio.
traded places?
So it's a little point of contention because I did audition 3 times. She got it on the first try, and I never got it.
You were not offered a job being a friend?
Friend of a character.
What do you think you were doing wrong?
I think I was trying too hard in the dance audition, and I wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Where Celine embraced it, and there was a double pirouette that I was trying and failing, and she instead did like a little like a Russian jump thing, and
Yeah.
they loved it.
Yeah.
So then
So
done.
their basic takeaway was like, if kids saw one of these characters moving the way that you were moving, it would
Yes.
be disconcerting.
Yes. They're like, their experience will be lame. It is not worth the Disney ticket money.
My daughter and I were somewhere where there was somebody was in a shark mascot costume, and we went over to get a picture, and the shark held Addie's hand,
Oh.
and then when it was over, she goes, "I think there's a person in there." And I said, "Why?" And she goes, "I felt fingers."
Real Sherlock.
It was great, but it was like, I like that she was like, "I don't know if we should tell everybody else, but that's a person, Dad. That's not a shark." So I respect the not giving away. And then so you had one friend, and then what was the other?
And then Grace worked at the Bippity Boppity Boutique.
Okay.
Oh,
So she would do the little girl's hair and nails. Every single day there was at least one case of lice, she told me.
Okay.
Wow.
They did a whole thing. They'd be like, "Oh, let's put your hair up like Ariel," and they were checking for lice. "Let's do a braid down the middle," and they're checking for lice. But she really enjoyed it, and they had very cute costumes.
Yeah.
That's when they need the friend you thought it was that escorts people
Yeah.
out.
That's exactly.
Like, oh my God, you're so cute. What's your name, Amanda? Amanda, we got a special place in the Bibbidi Bar. And then they just walk you out a door and you're in the parking lot. What is, so like when you would work there though, how long would you work there? Would you work there the whole summer?
So I worked there. So I did the Disney College program. That's what we all did. But I did it the semester after I graduated. So I worked there for 7 months. June through January. So you kind of got every season. It does get your body acclimates, I guess. But in December, I would wear like 4 turtlenecks and put hand warmers in my hands and my shoes and my bra and everywhere just to like stay warm. Because it did get cold back there in the jungle. It's a man-made river. And one time Tom Cruise came on the Jungle Cruise.
Oh.
And I helped him and Suri in the boat. And do you guys remember the band Carmen? They sang Broken Hearted.
Yeah.
I've been waiting. Okay, I was going to sing it for
Yeah,
you. So,
yeah,
okay,
no.
good. You saved everyone.
The more you sing, the more we're agreeing with where Disney landed. Hey, you want to
They
do the
made the right
cruise?
choice. The Jungle Cruise is great. They rode my boat and they were really nice. Now she goes by Queen Herbie, I believe. But yeah, they were really nice. And I was like staring at them and just like, I knew who you
Now
are.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Tom Cruise was a very giving audience on your Jungle Cruise.
I bet he was too.
So he was, my friend Sienna was his skipper, but I did help him step into the boat. Because every 2 boats you get out and you work a land position.
Okay, gotcha.
But he was, I will say, they did 2 trips around. It was just him and his daughter. But he waved to everyone in line. He smiled for pictures in line. Like, he seemed like
he
a
knows
nice-
he knows the job.
He knows the job.
game.
And
Yeah.
I appreciated that, like, people were excited to see him. He knew that.
Right.
And Liam, R.I.P. Liam Payne from One Direction. I saw him there. Got some 1D fans.
Yeah.
There's definitely other people who came through, but it was always
Do you
exciting.
think Tom Cruise was disappointed they weren't real animals?
Definitely yes. It was the best job. It was so fun. And I will say, my parents are here too. The reasonable man himself.
Yes,
and the actually reasonable woman.
Great.
And they're great. And she's a really fun theme park buddy. She just gets very stressed to pool hop.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Fair.
I am a rule follower. My wife is not a rule follower.
Yeah,
you
I'm
were a rule follower.
And my wife is not a rule
Okay,
follower.
so
Yes.
me, Alexi McKenzie, we'll do a little girls' day.
Yeah.
The thing
Pool hopping.
about not being married to someone who does not follow the rules is incredibly stressful, but then you often like reap the rewards.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
And
we
then you-
feel,
it,
but
like-
you feel weird about it.
You feel weird about it, but like my wife is also just like stubborn and like just like won't take no for an answer. And the amount of times we're like at a restaurant where I'm like, just this table is fine. Just and then she'll just like wear down.
Oh, she's one of those.
She's one of those. But then like we end. It's like I get the best of both worlds because like I end up at a fucking kick-ass table. But I also get to look at the wait staff and be like, oh my God, I know, right? And like, and they're like, oh, it must be hard. I'm like, it is hard. And then I'm like, this view is amazing. Like,
When you we can stay on Disney, but also when you would go to the shore.
Yes.
What were those?
that's, by the way, just something we've learned is when you're talking to a Disney adult, you need to make sure you say things like, we can stay on Disney.
We promise.
Because a Disney adult, if they feel as though you're changing the subject, before
Wait.
they're done talking about Disney, they sometimes can get aggressive.
Yeah. So feel free. You can push back. You can push back here, and you'll get no pushback from me. But when you would go to the shore, what shore is that?
So we would go down the shore. We went to Sea Isle growing up. And then I think they sold the house maybe when I was like 14-ish. And we've been to Ocean City for day trips a few times. We're also a Margaritaville family. So once a year, we usually go to the Margaritaville in AC. Just and then we go for lunch and come back. And we take my grandma. She likes the drink called the Incommunicado. And it's like a Long Island iced tea.
Great.
Okay.
So we put her
How
in a
many?
wheelchair.
I'm hoping a grandma only does one incommunicado.
She usually does 2, but we drive her.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
And we push the wheelchair or the walker to help her out. She comes to Disney too. I'm not just going back to Disney. We're
No,
going to
no,
stay on
no,
the
you're
shore.
allowed.
But she does come with
Oh my God, this is so shocking that we're back here.
Oh yeah, we used to go to the shore, and then my dad, being in the Navy, growing up, he retired 10 years ago. But we used to go. He would be in the reserves for most of his career, and he would be stationed in Virginia Beach. So we went there a few times. We went to Annapolis, to the Naval Academy, mostly Disney. But my sisters and I, we like to travel together. I actually like traveling with my family and my sisters so much that otherwise I really only solo travel. I've done a few trips with Emily Rodas from Seth Meyers. We went on a trip together. A few of my other friends. I'm trying to think if I went with other Seth friends. I don't think so. But a few different other friends. Usually I travel solo if I can't go with my sisters.
So I'm guessing just based on the reaction, a lot of people here in this audience will know what a shore vacation is. I don't feel like we quite know. So, and feel free to hiss and boo if she gets it wrong. But what is, when you say the shore, because I think a lot of us, like, you know, we probably have like, you know, we know about the Jersey Shore for like all the wrong reasons.
Yes.
But what was a Jersey Shore vacation be with you and your family?
I will say, so I think like when you think of Jersey Shore, you probably think of like northern Jersey, like Seaside Heights. Maybe
Gotcha.
they call it Central Jersey. I might get yelled at for that. The South Jersey shores, they're more chill. It's honestly, don't get mad. It's not super my style because a lot of it is sitting on the beach. I burn very easily. I don't like the water because I'm scared of sharks. But the boardwalks
A
are
lot of
thing.
those sharks are people.
Yeah. A lot of the
Yeah,
sharks.
there's
I
a lot
felt
on
the
the
hand.
news right
Yeah.
now in New England.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know, there's a lot of
people.
sharks. But
If
a
you
lot
can
of
get
them are-
close enough and grab a fin, the only downside is if you don't feel fingers at that point, game over.
Yeah, swim.
You're way too close. You've basically done their job for them. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like, I feel like you just go. I guess people, when you're older, I don't really go as an adult, but like probably drink with your friends on the beach. A lot of it is the same people go time and time again. So I think there's a camaraderie. It's like seeing your shore neighbors. You rent the same house or in the same street. So it's a very sweet tradition. I never really fully did it because we would hang out with my grandparents. They would take us to like their favorite restaurants. It was really cute, but I just only did it as a kid, really.
Gotcha.
So I'm basically the worst person to ask.
But no, I want to go back to the incommunicado because I remember when you talked about too. We once went on a trip to Bruges in Belgium.
Yes.
And there was this brewery where the beer was the alcohol content was so high for the beer.
Yeah.
That they would only serve you 2 beers.
And that was it. You were cut off after 2.
And it was, by the way, you would take these crazy steps to get up there, and they were like old like slippery rock because they'd just been like worn down over years. It was like an old monastery. And Mom was so mad when they cut her off.
Yeah. She was bullshit.
She was bullshit. We
Yeah.
say about Mom that she's bullshit when she's mad because she's like, what? No, and what are you talking about? And then she made, do you remember, because Dad only had one beer. She's like, order your second. She made Dad order a second beer. And like, by the way, the waiter saw what she was doing and was just at this point, he's like, what can he do? You know?
Yeah. And we played hearts. We were a big hearts family. And so we were playing hearts there. And then there was a Salvador Dali exhibit.
Yeah.
And there's some famous sculpture in a church, something like that. And we wanted to go to the Dali and they wanted to see the sculpture. And we got up to leave and we're so wobbly.
Yeah.
Like we kind of didn't know what was happening because we were just playing cards. And then when we stood up, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is problematic.
Meanwhile, Mom's going down the steps 2 at a time.
Yeah. But then then we went and looked at this Dali stuff and everything's melting anyhow and that
Yeah.
added on top of the Belgian monk beer.
Yeah.
It was, wild day in Bruges.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break and hear from some of our sponsors.
Support comes from Square. Hey, Boshi.
Hey, Sufi.
Have you ever, paid at one of your favorite stores? I mean, for you, probably a candle shop.
Yeah, I buy the odd candle.
So you go to your local candle shop and you're in line. You're thinking, oh my God, this line's gonna be so long. What with everybody exchanging, their money, or are we having to pay with their credit card? And then you're just like, whoa, I'm already at the front of the line. And that's probably because they're using Square.
Yeah, a lot of people using Square, Sufi, and it doesn't surprise me because whether you're selling lattes, cutting hair, detailing cars, or running a design studio, Square helps you run your business without running yourself into the ground.
And right now, listeners can get $200 off Square hardware when you sign up at square.com/go/trips. That's SQUARE.com/go/trips. Visit Square to get started because the right tools make all the difference. And can I just say, Posh, where I am most excited to see Square? Mm-hmm. May I tell you?
Please.
At a farmer's market. I feel like 15 years ago at a farmer's market, if you wanted to buy, say, a gourd for harvest season, that was going to take the whole day.
Yeah. Or it's, it's going to get weird change because it's like these gourds are 58 cents.
Yeah, and then they would have to go to the back of a pickup truck, and then there's some old toolbox where they keep their nickels in it. Mm-hmm. The fact of the matter is, Square has brought the gourderies that I frequent into the 20th century, and I just can't thank it enough.
Yeah.
If you're starting a business or running one that deserves better tools, Square helps you sell, manage, and grow without slowing down. Right now, you can get $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/trips. That's SQUARE.com/go/trips. Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today.
Here we go.
So you guys, did you ever go overseas with your family when you were young?
We did. No, not till 10 years ago. So I was 25. My dad had just retired from the Navy for 30 years. Captain Ed Watko, very proud of him. My Celine had just graduated college and Grace had just graduated high school. So they're like, let's do a family trip. My mom and I were just like, yeah, let's go. Just along for the ride. So we went to, it was our first time overseas as a family. We went to Italy and Germany and we had so much fun. My mom is she's so sweet. She's very polite. This is why she gets stressed out about breaking the rules. She's very bad at ignoring the street vendors.
Oh.
Yes. So in Rome, there's so many street vendors. She came home with fake purses, with these little things that you fling in the air and they light up. And I remember there was a guy selling scarves and he's like, so beautiful, Bella, you need a scarf. And she's like, we're going to dinner, but we're going to be back in 1 hour. Bye. And he's like, no, please. And she's looking at us and she's giggling. So then we're giggling. And my dad is like, and she's like, no, we can't, but thank you. But let me look. Oh, it's so pretty. She walked away with a $5 fake Burberry scarf.
Oh my God, this is so heartbreaking. She wasn't at Comic-Con when Josh was trying to sell these headshots.
Yeah. What a dream. What a dream.
He did not get a single Mama Watko that whole day.
No, Mama Watko. She would have bought the whole thing. She feels so bad. She's not good at not talking to people. So you're nice to her. If her big thing is, she probably said about you guys, they seem nice to moms. And that's, if someone's nice to moms, that's like the highest kind of compliment.
My demo has always been girlfriends' mothers.
Yeah.
Not the girlfriends haven't always liked me, but their mothers sure have.
do.
Yeah. How did you get from place to place, Italy and Germany?
We took the train. It was beautiful. I guess we took the train we went to Rome, Florence, and Venice. And then I think we took the train actually, it's a callback. Oh my gosh. So
You took
Shades
a Jungle
of Green.
Cruise.
So, the Shades of Green, the military hotel, there's actually 4 of them.
Oh.
Orlando, Disney property, Hawaii, South Korea, and Garmisch-Partenkirchen. And that one's called Edelweiss. So we stayed at
wow.
Edelweiss, the military hotel.
That's great.
And we were like, oh my God, it's the German Shades of Green. We were really excited about that. And oh my gosh, they had, sorry, I'm just taking it away.
No, please.
No, please, you kidding me?
You're
They had-
our guest.
Once a week, they have karaoke night at this place called Zuggy's Base Camp. And I am not a good singer, but I love karaoke. But my family doesn't really do it. But they're like, we'll watch Sheila. My parents are like, and so I did karaoke, and the man hosting it, I'm guessing he was retired, and this was like his fun job based on his age, which is great. But he was very into karaoke. He took it very seriously. Most people were doing ballads, which isn't always the karaoke vibe. If it's like Celine Dion, a sing along, but it was like Blue Bayou. So I was like, I'm gonna knock their socks off and sing Goodbye Earl by the Chicks.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna lie, like it kind of brought the house down just because it was boring before that. So the man was like, Sheila, we need to do a duet. Do you know Meatloaf, Paradise by the Dashboard Light? And I said, actually, that's another go-to. It's just so long that I don't usually pick it. So we sang it, and there's that long interlude in the middle with all the baseball analogies.
Yeah, the Phil Rizzuto.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, no, not right. Yes.
It's like a baseball announcer, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm not a sports girly. He was like, all right, come here. And he like ran me to a closet off stage, and he's like, all right, mess up your hair and like fix your buttons and it was not creepy. I cannot stress enough. It was wholesome because he was committed to this performance.
Yeah.
He took the art of karaoke so seriously, and we did it. We were in character as Meatloaf. I forget the woman's name who sings it, but yeah.
It is so funny to think if this had happened in a workplace setting. Just like a man saying to HR, like, it wasn't creepy. I take karaoke very seriously. This was do you know the song? I think if you listen to the song, you'll understand this was
character.
not creepy.
Yes. Yes.
That's fantastic. So how long was that trip? How
That
long?
was 2 weeks. And actually, Celine left. I sound so annoying. She left halfway through to do the Disney college program. So she was not with us in Germany, just for Italy.
Right.
And in Rome, also, we had this amazing Airbnb. It was called Pantheon in the Window. Gianluca, lovely host. And it looked at the Pantheon, but before the Pantheon, there was this little rooftop, and there were these little, like, chubby birds. We love animals, so we just loved the little chubby birds every day. They were, like, playing with each other and rolling around. And when we left Rome, we were going around, like, what's your favorite part of the trip? And my mom said, my favorite part of Rome was the little birds. She's very wholesome.
Yeah, that's great.
But,
and then
yeah.
it was a little bit less funny when she opened her suitcase and she'd brought home multiple little birds
Her favorite of the
who
souvenirs.
were not native to this part of the country and had been a real problem.
TSA was like, there's a problem with that.
That's fantastic. So, wait, what was the other question? Oh, what about your trip to Annapolis? Tell us about that.
Oh, I was little. We went with my parents' friends, and I remember they had 2 little boys who were younger than us, and they were very, very cute. And the one like loved all of us and like wanted to hold our hand. And he was like 3. He was so cute, Peyton and Spencer. But I remember we went to the Naval Academy, and we just thought it was so cool. And I think we like were confused. We're like, did Dad go here? No, but he was in the Navy, and like we didn't really get the rules. But we liked the trip. Virginia Beach, I remember I was very scared because the year before there was a news story about like a shark attack. So I was very
This
scared.
comes back to this. This is a real issue for you. Yeah.
It's a recurring theme.
Yeah.
And then Celine and I, well, Grace and I too, but Celine and I actually went to Bruges because you had said once your favorite movie is in Bruges, so
I
we
love
watched
the movie
it.
in Bruges. I don't know if anybody's
Actually,
seen it in Bruges. Martin
Seth,
McDonough.
Celine won't watch. She still hasn't watched it. She's like, I'll get to it. And we went to Bruges and she hadn't seen it, so you have to tell her to watch it.
Celine,
So-
watch it. It's a good movie. Watch it, Celine. Celine, watch it.
Was that good enough? Yeah, that's got to be good
No,
enough.
that was
All
good.
right.
That was
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
I
that'll
remember
do.
that
That'll
was
do.
great. That was great.
I will say, I don't know if anybody, it is my favorite movie in
It's
Bruges.
great.
And I dragged my wife to Bruges because I wanted to go to Bruges after seeing the movie in Bruges. And we got in the train station, we got in a taxi, And the speed in which the taxi driver clocked me as a guy who was only there because he liked the movie in Bruges was so embarrassing. Because I think from 2009 to 2013, there were just like a lot of dudes who like looked and acted like me, being like, "Oh, this is from this scene." And there's a moment where somebody falls off the clock tower, and then they land on the ground, and they are able to give a dying declaration to the And this, Belgian cab driver's like, "I will tell you this much. I've seen a couple people fall off that clock tower. You would not be able to say anything. They did not have any final words." And I was like, I bet that's right. When I actually saw it, I'm like, yeah, I don't think you landed or one more thing. These are just absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Give it up for Sheila Watko, everybody.
Thank you. Wait, can I be annoying and say 2 fun facts?
Yes.
This time last year, I was preparing because August 13th, I came to Studio AG and interviewed you.
That's correct. Yes, you did.
And when I left Seth Meyers, I don't know if you remember this, I went to say bye to you in the office. And I told you as a joke. So at late night, I feel like if people cancel last minute, you had some friends, like I feel like Wolf Blitzer was a friend who would come in and do a last minute thing. And I said, as a joke, Seth, if you ever need a last minute guest and you want a local traffic reporter. So when you invited me to do this, I was like, oh my God, 7 years ago, my wish came true.
Well, it couldn't have gone better for us, and it was fantastic. But you still have to go through the speed round questions that Josh is going to ask you.
Yes.
yeah,
I
that's
like
right.
the speed round. Okay.
Okay, let's see. You would think I would know these by now. All right, you can only pick one of these. Is your ideal vacation relaxing, adventurous, or educational?
Ooh, educational.
What is your favorite means of transportation?
Train.
If you could take a vacation with any family, alive or dead, real or fictional, other than your own family, what family would you like to take a vacation with?
Oh my gosh. I feel like the first one that comes to mind is Raven Baxter's family from That's So Raven.
Okay, great.
I feel like the Baxters would be fun.
Yeah. That's by the way, that answer is so Sheila.
If you had to be stranded on a desert island with one member of your family, who would it be? Probably Grace, right? Because she's not here.
She's not here. My dad probably has the survival skills.
Oh my God,
but
yes. Captain of the Navy?
He'd be very annoyed with me.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to go with the Navy.
Yeah.
The Navy
So
captain.
you're the first person who's ever answered that question thinking about it from the other person's perspective.
Really?
Nobody's ever like, oh, I would definitely bring this person. They would not like it.
He would be the MVP. He'd be like, how do I ditch this girl? I don't care that she's my daughter.
What is your dream destination for a family vacation?
Oh, for a family vacation? I studied in England, probably England, Newcastle and London
Great.
with
Okay,
my whole
great.
family.
Great.
You're from Glenside?
Yes.
If you had to get more families to visit Glenside, what would you say about it?
I would say they have the best chai tea latte I've ever had at Keswick Coffee. And the Keswick Theater, where, Seth, you've performed.
Yep, love the Keswick.
As did I, as an elementary schooler. Great theater. They have great guests, clearly. And it's really cute. The train goes right there. It's easy to take public transport, and it's safe and cute.
Great.
Great. And then also, just because we are here in Philadelphia, everyone here is from Philadelphia. What's a good thing to do in Philadelphia that's not one of the classic tourist things? Because there's so many tourist things, but what's
Yes.
something you love to do in Philadelphia?
Okay. Well, Josh and I were talking actually backstage. There's an awesome vegan food scene. Awesome.
Yes.
If you are vegan or vegetarian or just vegan curious, delicious vegan food.
Well, you said we had to go to a place that Josh and I actually went this afternoon.
Monster Vegan.
Yes, Josh and I went to Monster. My brother is a vegan, and when I go to a different city, I want to go to a cool restaurant, but I also love my brother, so I'm like, I will go to a vegan restaurant. And I looked for best vegan restaurants, and there's one, I mean, hopefully people here know, Monster Vegan, where it is like
It's
a horror-themed vegan restaurant, which for me is perfect because I'm horrified. That's not true. It was delicious. And
I had a
great
Philly
sandwich.
cheesesteak. I knew I wanted to have a Philly cheesesteak, and I had
And
a
you
vegan
had a
Philly
vegan
cheesesteak.
Philly
and yeah.
cheesesteak, and but it was great. So that was wonderful.
They
Yeah.
project like the Twilight Zone on the walls.
Yeah,
which
we were
is
watching
the best.
Carrie. I feel like
That's a
what you
good
want
one
to
for while
watch
you're
while you're
eating.
having lunch.
But it's vegan,
It
so
is
it's
vegan.
okay.
Yeah.
It's vegan.
It's made of
Right,
plants.
right. Yeah.
It's a great place. And I love, I always recommend either the Muda Museum or a ghost tour.
Okay.
Because everything's like, Ben Franklin haunts this place. And it's like, does he haunt all 6 of these buildings? But it's fun to learn some history.
I mean,
enjoy
he
it.
did a lot of traveling.
He did. He
Yeah.
walked around quite a bit. And actually, actually, I believe he was vegetarian.
Okay.
Yeah, I learned that yesterday.
All right, great.
Seth has our final questions.
Sheila, have you been to the Grand Canyon?
Oh my gosh, no, I haven't.
Because they don't have a Shades of Green?
Exactly, or Margaritaville. Can you believe it? But I enjoy your stories about the Grand Canyon.
But would you want to go?
I would. Actually, my sister tried to go as a family trip one time, and my mom was like, no, because a lot of couples go there and like push each other off. And Celine was like, well, I'm not going to push you off. Are you going to push me off? So we have not been as a family. I would like to go. I think it'd be fun.
Very funny for your mom to say to her children, like, I don't want to go anywhere where there's like a ledge.
But it also sounds so something like what our mother would say.
Yeah.
Like, people are always pushing on each other off of that place.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like, no, like, you're like, can you just, I'll give you an hour with your computer. Find me one pushing story.
I do think Hillary and Connie.
This is very similar to me. Like, I have always said, I remember my dad for like his whatever birthday, really his dream was to go up in a hot air balloon with all of us.
Yeah.
And I would not do it. And my reasoning was, if anything went wrong, because I feel like you would just know you were going to die for too long. Like, you know, as you're falling, and that whole time would be my mom saying to my dad, like, you had to fucking go on it. Like, it was just too much. I was like, I'm happy to die in a hot air balloon, but just not with you guys, like, fucking. There we go.
That's
you
it for the
guys, this
questions.
is Sheila Watko.
Sheila Watko.
Thank you
Stick around
guys.
if you
So
want.
I'll stick around.
Yeah, stick
This
around,
is the
Sheila.
coolest thing that's ever happened in my career, so thank you guys.
Sheila's the best. And now, so I think Jeff, our producer Jeff, is going to come out, or maybe he's already in there.
Where are you at, Jeff?
Jeff, make some noise, Jeff.
He's
All
back
right, Jeff's
All
back
right.
there. Put a hand up. There's one up here, Jeff. If you can work your way down here.
He might have found someone
Oh,
already.
great. Maybe. Oh, yeah. I don't mean to.
Someone with a hand up. So yes, put your hand up.
Great. Yeah. And Jeff will find you, and he's coming. There we go.
I have lots of questions for you guys, but thanks. You really made my drives back and forth to Philly just best, and wherever I drive.
Thank
But
you.
Really, you're just so quick and so funny. But anyway, I don't want to blow your heads up here. My question is for Sheila.
Great.
Great. Great.
What was your first name?
My first name?
Yeah.
Oh, Barbara.
Oh, hi, Barbara.
Are you single?
Yes. Yes, I am.
So I have a 39-year-old.
Great. Disney son. Great.
Tell me more, Barbara.
If this is how this happens,
Oh my goodness.
it's going to be our last live show. How are we ever going to top it?
We'll have to have a
We're
wedding
gonna talk.
on the show,
Yeah,
on the
right.
podcast.
Well, no, we're going to have the wedding at Disney. I think that's
At the Polynesian. No sneaking in.
no.
Dream.
Yeah, by the way, it's like the wedding's at the Polynesian, but here's the thing, we're not staying there.
Staying across the
Just
street
like
and walking.
just walk in like you know, like walk in like you're there.
Because Seth, if it's not hurting anyone,
It's not. You're a
It's probably
reasonable
okay.
man. You're a reasonable man.
And the thing is that he takes me on all these Disney trips. So I.
Oh, you want out?
Disney
I
adult.
want out.
You want out. Barbara wants out. She's got to find. This is your. It's like a monkey paw. You got to find. It's like it's like the Ring. You got to find somebody else to watch the video.
So he works in the business, not what you do.
Okay.
But
Right.
he's in the film business.
I was so worried he works in traffic.
Is he my competitor?
He's a producer.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay.
I guess I could say he's NFL Films.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
this is very
wow.
good. Oh my God,
Wow.
that's great.
So
Well-
it's not like he's, just a loser Disney adult.
Gotcha.
He's a cool Disney adult.
No, yeah, he's
Yes.
he's that and other things.
Yes, he's so much more.
What's your mother's name again?
I'm a Connie.
Connie. Okay, well, I think Connie's over here, so maybe you need to talk to Connie.
Yeah.
And
Connie's dream
Connie's
is to
gonna
set me
kiss
up.
this
Yeah.
in, and this is made. By the way, very hard. Barbara, thank you so much. This is gonna be very hard to follow. Wait, okay, Barbara has more.
I do have a family trip, but I don't want to take up the
Yeah, no, I think you have to turn it over. I think you used it. You used your time for
You did-
matchmaking, and we respect it.
You did great.
We did
Barbara,
great.
he can DM me.
Yeah,
DM
DM.
me at Sheila Watko.
There you go. There you
On
go. Don't
Instagram.
forget. Well, how can you forget Sheila Watko, everybody? There you
Yeah,
go.
there's only
I'm the
one.
only one.
Yeah,
There's only one.
One of one.
And my niece is from Glenside, right behind me.
A Glenside girl.
All right, fantastic.
Barbara,
That was
thank
what.
you.
All
You're a
right, Jeff,
sweetheart.
take the microphone.
I love her. I love her. I feel bad she wasted her question on me, but I love it.
Anyone else?
My wife and I write in to try to get SNL tickets every year with that. It's open right now.
Yep.
What is your best advice?
I wish I had any. And let me stress, like, my own personal pull to SNL tickets has dried up way faster than I thought it would. Considering I still work in the building and technically Lorne Michaels is my executive producer. But yeah, it is the hardest thing in the world. I wish you the best of luck in the lottery. I wish I had a trick for you. I will only say, like, if you're ever lucky enough to go, it's a very, this goes without saying, it's a very cool thing to happen live, to see live. I was lucky enough. I was in the audition process and I got to see it one time before I worked there. And I'm so glad I got to see it with those eyes before I became jaded and sad.
But when he was working on that show, I had a lot of friends who were like, "Hey, could I get tickets to your brother?" And I had a standard response, and it was no.
Yeah.
It was too hard.
It was too hard.
Yeah.
Barbara, I also work in NFL films.
Oh.
Wow. That's fantastic. I wish Barbara had said her son's name so we could ask that guy to vouch for him. Although I'm guessing, based on Barbara, he knows Barbara's son.
Over here?
Hi, I'm Margot, and I was on listener episode 15.
Yeah, thank you,
Wow.
Margo.
What was can you remind us of your story?
So what I thought was funny about the story is I told the story, and you put Guido in Greece as the title of the story, which is my.
Oh, yeah. It was like you ate something. It was
Oh, it was a terrible trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But those are good. Those are good for
Yeah, good
the show.
story. Bad trip, good story.
Yeah. And the thing you liked best about the story was my cat Spooks meowing. If you remember, and I said basta.
Oh,
yes, pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the middle of your message.
Exactly.
Yeah, the voicemail.
So I have an update. Spooks is dead.
Well, basta.
Basta indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Oh, she was awful.
That's the spirit.
There was pee and poop everywhere.
Yeah.
Sorry for those who just ate.
Yeah.
So,
Or those who like cats.
and then the other update is I wrote a book and I wanted to welcome you to Philly and give you both a book.
Okay, great. Jeff,
thank you.
when you come back, will you grab the books? And thank you so much. And, I'd say rest in peace to Spooks, but it feels like we're pretty happy about it. She can still get a rest, though. All right, Jeff is moving around. These are great. Thank you, everybody. And
Oh, Jeff started moving faster.
Oh, yeah, he did.
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Jeff, I've never seen Jeff move that fast. There. Righteous Kill.
I wanted to ask you, I grew up with a sister, and so I relate to a lot of what you talk about, but we always wondered what, like, my family name is Rose, what a Rose brother would be like. Like, would he be cool? Would he try to make my friends? Would he be a big nerd? What would a Meyers sister have been like?
It's such a good question, and it's so fascinating to watch because, we have my sons are the exact same a year and day apart, 2 years, 11 days as Josh and I. So we're the exact same. And so I felt like I was watching just this carbon copy, and then we threw in a Meyers girl,
the girl.
right? Which was the thing I never had. And I am so, again, obviously, any sibling's dream is to be close enough with the other one to have a podcast. So we're doing fine. But I am jealous of it. I am jealous that they are getting to spend time with a girl at a younger age, and I just feel like they're so sweet with her. And so I don't know. I would say birth order obviously matters, but I feel like a younger Meyers sister, if Addie is any indication, would be sort of tough as nails, very funny. But also, not like, she's also very much like a little girl. Like she likes her, there's times where she wants to do what the boys are doing, and there's other times she's like, that thinks it's the most boring thing in the world. But I think all of their lives are fuller for the fact that they have brothers and sisters, which is great.
Yeah. We talked about it when we were younger, and we like thought that we would have been pains in the asses to guys that would try to date our sister.
Yes.
But it's all very theoretical.
Yeah, I think.
But Addie is so sharp.
Yeah.
And she kind of like rules the roost over there.
Yeah. Addie's latest was she was driving the car. No.
Driving?
She was driving the car, and that was 2 days ago? We don't know where she is. No, she was in her car seat, and we were driving into our down our road, and she goes, "Can I unbuckle?" And I said, "You cannot." And then she goes, "Can I say something about bad language?" And I said, "Okay, what do you want to say about bad language?" She goes, "When I said unbuckle, I wanted to say fuckle. But I stopped myself." And it was just, I'm like, good work stopping yourself.
Yeah, she had a bit. She had a good bit.
She's doing bits. We got another one?
All right, my name is Bill.
Hi, Bill.
And I am one of 5 kids.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a question for the brothers. And it's pretty simple. Did you guys, when you went on your trips, have pissing contests? Literally or figuratively?
Gotcha.
I mean, in terms of like not a contest, but we did do a thing with our father. If you were ever like at a urinal at like a baseball stadium, we would simultaneously pee into the same urinal or into the same toilet. And anytime you did it, what would Dad say?
Pals forever.
And it was just like such a bonding thing. And I still think about pals forever all the time. Like, yeah.
I say pals forever with my boys all the time.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes too, like you would like go out and you'd run home and like two of you would like run into the bathroom with him.
Yeah.
And like you would just like pee into the same toilet at home.
Right.
And you'd just be like pals forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was our version of like spitting in your hand.
You were telling me something else, that one of the nice details of the screened-in porch in regard to that.
Oh yeah, if you're sitting out there, which is a beautiful screened-in porch, you're really like in the woods and you've got the TV in the corner. But every now and again, our dad will just like saunter out around the sort of, you can see him go along the little wall, and then he just goes to the edge of the deck and just whizzes off into the woods. And he's like right behind the TV, so yeah. You hope the crickets can drown out the noise.
Yeah, and not that they're being drowned.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
There's one. You could just pass the mic one over.
Hi, I have a story. I just want to say I told all my friends I was going to tell you I love you, Seth.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a huge fan. Been watching you from SNL from day one. Watch your show every single night, go to bed, and I love nothing more than Thanksgiving with your family.
Oh, it's the best.
Thank you.
You guys are lovely. Your children are adorable.
Thank you. It's really, it was sort of born out of necessity. Not really, but we, it's hard to book Thanksgiving shows because obviously people are with their family. And my producer was like, what if we have your family on as guests for the Thanksgiving show? And so it is now a tradition, and it's 12th year, 13th year.
I don't know how long you've been doing it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I should
Your
probably
show.
know. It's this will be 13, so this will be our 13th Thanksgiving. But the other thing is, our Thanksgiving show is every year. It is the highest rated show we have. Now, the reason it's the highest rated show we have is that
hold on. Yeah.
NBC has a Thanksgiving football game at 8 o'clock at night. That 60 million people watch that game. And then because of that, we have the highest rating of the year because people just forget to turn their TV off.
Or they fall asleep.
Like the turkey, and then it just like stays on. So it's very, very clearly about the NFL. And try telling that to my parents. No, by the way, Larry and Hillary are like, I don't think so. But they're very happy about the fact that they are every year together. And by the way, I will say I'm very happy. It's incredible for me to have Josh and have my parents on. I love that it's something people look forward to outside of me. And then, this last year, my children were on and did a great job. They were all the best versions of themselves, which doesn't always happen. So, and then
I
here,
just happen to have a microphone, so.
go for it.
Hi, I'm Linda.
Hi, Linda.
I grew up in Cheltenham, Oaklands Park, so. I'm not real happy about Cheltenham right now, but it was good back then. So, a couple things. One is we have a fabulous, if it doesn't work out, Barbara, this young lady at our table is fabulous and she's looking.
Right.
He has 2 dates?
Is he even here? He's not even here.
That's why you can do this.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Okay, so, think back to the 1960s before you were born.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's hard to think.
It is.
Yeah, about.
Okay, but if you could. So, 3 kids in the back, mom and dad in the front of a big Buick Electra 225. And we'd go on road trips, and my dad would invariably, in the middle of the highway, go, "You kids have enough room back there?" And we'd be like, "What if we don't? Like, who are we going to get rid of?" I'm rooting for my brother.
There you go.
Anyway, love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you. And here
Oh,
comes
did you
Jeff.
see my husband's shirt?
Oh,
Make lying wrong again.
there you go. Great. Thank you. All right, here comes Jeff. These have been great.
Hi.
Hi there.
Big fan, great army.
Righteous Kill.
I have a family trip story.
Emma can't hold
Yeah,
back.
Emma says righteous kill
that's
every
not
time
Emma.
somebody. You
No,
are
I'm
not.
sorry, Emmy. I was sorry to call you out, but yes.
I have a family trip story. My family's from the Philly, PA area. We went to California for like this awesome family trip. About the second day in, my mom got helicopter airlifted out of Topanga Canyon because of dehydration. Because my dad said we were going on a nature walk. We weren't. We went like 2 miles down into a canyon with no water. So she needed a helicopter.
Oh my God. So wait, how? So all right. So it's so bad that how many of you, other than your parents, it's you and how many other people?
I had 2 other siblings.
Okay, gotcha. And who was the first one who actually thought like we might need to call for a helicopter?
So me and my siblings are like, we'll go back and get help. Parking lot's empty, so then it's just my parents out there. And we find like there's no service either. Finally, my brother gets a hold of my dad, and he's like, "Mom's not making it." And the parking lot is filled with like fire trucks and police like cars, and we hear like a helicopter. And then finally, my dad comes down alone. We're like, "What's going on?" And so then he's like, "Yeah, a helicopter got her."
Now, did your mom punish him for this?
Like, no.
Okay.
She usually gets hurt somehow.
Gotcha.
So,
Topanga Canyon's also, it's pretty heavily populated.
yeah, I don't know like what we were doing, but like.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. Like, we saw, actually, we did see people hiking like with us, and they had like packs of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had 2 little boxes the hotel gave us.
Was it hotter than a normal day, or?
No, but we're like used to humidity here, so like it wasn't humid, so we didn't even realize. And then it's all downhill, and so we had to walk back uphill, not realizing it was like we were hot.
Do you think that they get this so much that they were like, we got another Philly lady in the canyon? She thought it would be humid, and she brought a tiny box of water.
Was she revived quickly? Was she like, discharged from the hospital the same day?
Yeah, we picked her up at the hospital, and we went and got in and out.
Yeah.
That's a great LA experience.
When you picked her up, did she like give shade to the fact she was in a car? She's like, this is so boring. Compared to a helicopter, this is so boring.
Yeah, she really douchey after that.
Well, that's great. What a great story. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
These are all wonderful. You're doing a great job, Jeff. You were a little bumpy at first. But really getting a lot better now. I feel like he's not planning this out well.
Hi.
Hi.
Love this podcast. This has been amazing. So my family story is that I married someone from Massachusetts, and people from Massachusetts love the Cape.
Yeah.
I'm from Philly. I'm from South Philly. And so, thank you. And so we go up there every other year because we were going up there every year, and I said, I can't do that drive because driving through Connecticut is the worst.
Yeah.
Everybody agree?
Yeah.
It's the worst. It's the worst. You think New York, going through New York part is bad, but oh no, it's the Merritt Parkway. It's just part of it. So, and then he pays for the whole thing. So coming back this time, and my son, we always try to make sure, like, before we get on a parkway, we gotta go to the bathroom. My son's 8, so you know how the story's gonna go.
Yeah.
So we're on the Banter Parkway. It's like, all right, let's stop. It's like, we don't want to eat at Dunkin' Donuts because also driving through Connecticut, it's only Dunkin' Donuts and Subways, which is also terrible. And so it gets there, it's like, no. 5 minutes later, I gotta go. It's like, we're on a parkway. The next one is about 15 minutes away. Then there's traffic, because there's always traffic. And then it's like, all right, you gotta pee in a bottle. Because that's all we have right now. He's like, I've never peed in a bottle before. How do you do it? And it's like, you put it in, just do it. It's like, but how?
You're gonna be when it comes time for the birds and the bees to talk. You're gonna be great.
So it's like you tilt it, you stand up, and you're like, all right. He manages to figure out, and then he's like, how do I close the bottle? And we're like, oh jeez. And it's like, I don't want to close it for you because it's warm at this point. It's like, I gotta do it, I don't want you to spill it. And it's like, handed it back because he only had his own cup holder. And so it's like, just put it in the side and just hope you don't spill it on the way out. So that is our family trip story. And
That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Karen.
Hi, Karen.
And I have to talk to you about my perhaps unrealistic expectations about family trips, thanks to both of you.
Oh, no.
So I have 2 adult children, and they're like 19 and 23. Okay. And we're at that stage where I still want the family vacation. They're on the fence. I didn't vacation with my parents when I was an adult child, but I look at your family and I think that's what I want. So, like, where do we go? Do I let them go? Do I up the game and make the vacations like so great that basically bribe them?
Gotcha. This is a great question.
Yeah, I mean, we started doing some trips that were a little bit bribey, maybe, but like we went to Rome and Positano with mom and dad. And it was just like, well, this is going to be cool. Or we did a trip when we were like mid-20s to Bermuda. And it was just sort of understood, like, hey, we're gonna do this. We would love it if you, like, our parents would say to us, we'd love it if you'd come. And then you're like, yeah, why not? This would be great.
Yeah, they didn't try to plan it as a family trip. They planned a trip to Bermuda and then invited us, which actually worked out better. I think that puts less pressure on it. Now, that was a cool trip for you. It was less cool for me because what was my issue in Bermuda?
Seth can't, in Bermuda, there aren't a lot of cars. There are like taxis, and then it's Vespas or mopeds. And Seth can't drive a moped.
Correct.
He has tried, and he has knocked them down.
I can't pass the test.
Where you go do a circle and come back.
And I swear to God, they want to rent you the scooter so bad. Like, these are not, like, safety officials at NASA. They want to fucking get you out of there. And they, like, the amount of times they've looked at me and they're like, yeah, you can't have it.
And I think you maybe had yours for a day, and I felt great.
I feel abject fear on a scooter, motorcycle, moped, anything like that.
Right.
That's my shark.
And I'm cruising the island, like, it's great, it's fun. And then the next day, I got him on the back, holding me around the waist, and it's just like, it's lost some of the luster. Yeah, but I feel like, I think that also it was a time in I don't know how your kids are doing financially, but we sort of were like, we couldn't sort of afford those trips. So our parents would be like, we'll fly you to Bermuda, or we'll fly you to Rome or something like that, and we'll get the places.
Bribery.
And it's like, well,
Bribery.
Yeah, bribery. So bribery works, yeah.
Unrelated follow-up, dropping my daughter off at Pitt next week. I know.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been to the French fry place, not a big fan. Any other recommendations?
Yeah, you know what? I get that. I get what you're saying. What's the other
There's a
recommendation?
great vegan Polish place called Apteka.
Apteka, yes, which is a genuinely great, was a New York Times, like, top 50 restaurant, and it's a great, highly recommend Apteka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Andy Warhol Museum's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, you guys, we're gonna wrap it up here, and I just want to say this has been beyond our wildest dreams. How much fun this has been. to be with you. Thank you, Philly. May they all be this much fun. One more time for Sheila Watko,
everybody.
Thank you, guys. This is literally a dream come true. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Philly. Thank you, City Winery. We really appreciate it, guys.
Chips with the Meyers brothers.